Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Claudia. And here we talk about all things self-development, mindfulness, wellness, community values. And you can't talk about community without talking about the economic wellness of the community, which is why today we have Zox. And if you haven't heard the name yet, which I think you have, we have the man behind A Peculiar People. This man has been featured in the Inside Biz. This is the man behind Eswatini Consumer Fair Awards. This is the man that has been a panelist in the Unlock Summit event. So Zox, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with us today. I feel like the first time that I met you, I felt like I was a celebrity more than you.
Yeah, well,
because you knew me. But now...
No, I've never been a celebrity. It's just that I get inspired. I love people that get things done. I love people that create. I love people that produce. So I know a lot of people. I'm a fan of a lot of people that do that. And I think that's how we met in my previous job in agriculture. And you're one of those that were doing well in terms of production and food security. You had won something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I knew about you,
everyone that is excelling.
I know.
You keep your eyes on them.
Yeah. If you're whether you're in the garden or you're in tech or you're in fashion or you're in crafts.
You're the man.
No, I know. I love people like that. I feel like people like that are peculiar people. Yeah. So, I mean, those are the people that I'm dedicated to serving. People that are producing, that are creating their own futures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. You touched on peculiar people. I feel like our conversation will be mainly on that. I'm excited to delve on it.
Okay.
But before we get there, I'd just like for you to just tell us a little bit more about yourself. For anyone who doesn't know who Zox is,
Yeah. Okay. No, I just, like I said, I pretty much love people that do not conform. I love people that understand that no one is coming to save us. That may make a point to, creating solutions. I'm totally passionate about leaders who have made the decision to lead and create solutions, solve the problems that the kingdom has. I'm very patriotic. I love my country. I love my king. I love my people. I just feel like, being authentic is a currency. People love what we do in terms of other people from other countries. And people are obsessed with our culture. They love our food. They really enjoy our tourism experiences. And yeah, I think I just truly believe that our biggest form of capital is our mindset, is how we think to use our minds. So that in a nutshell is me. And I obviously have been around for a long time. A lot of people will remember me doing a lot of events over the past 20 years. I've been in events. I've played a part in almost every big festival you've been to. I've definitely played a part in maybe at least one or two events, whether it was a wedding. I've played a part in artist management, in agriculture, in tourism, in conservation. Yeah, which pretty much then led to the birth of Peculiar People.
Yeah. I'm just a little bit interested in the mindset bit. When is that turn? When do you realize that, no one is coming to save you as a person? You need to be someone who's creative. When is that turning point for you? When do you discover that market and that, I can excel in that? There's a gap and I can fill it. Okay.
I think for me, we all grow up wanting to be different things. You want to be in music. You want to play sport. And then you start playing sport and realizing that, damn, hey, this guy is really good at this thing. Much better than I am. Then you move into music and then you realize, damn, this guy can outperform me. So for me, it was actually finding out. My light bulb moment came when I realized that I wanted to find out what I am good at.
Yeah.
That no one is doing or no one is thinking of doing. If I do that right, I perfect it, then I'm definitely going to be the best at it, because I've tried football, I've tried a couple of stuff, I've tried gardening. And then you remember in high school, you have a garden. I have a cabbage we planted at the same time, we water at the same time, but this guy's cabbage is like huge and it's great. It means, I'm very spiritual, so I believe like that means this guy has got something that I don't have. But maybe I can sell the cabbage and he cannot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me figure out what I'm good at and then play my part there. Like with music, I've had a lot of people calling me a DJ. I've never DJed to save anybody's life. I just love music, but I've been able to create memories for a lot of people by just putting gigs together and just making sure people have an experience and creating relationships with people in the arts. And I think what has been really also a turning point is trying to figure out where the money is. As I was growing, as you grow, you start thinking about how do you sustain this thing? it's great to love and to do what you love, but at the end of the day, you have to pay the bills. We're from an era. Yeah, we're from an era where parents just didn't get it,
Yeah.
So then you now have to find out where the money is in this. Who's making the most money? Is it the aggregator? Is it the one in the garden producing? Is it the producer? Is it the musician? Is it the photographer? You know what I'm saying? We can all play in the same space, but there is
a baller there.
Yeah, there's one of us is making money. Who is that? So I really concerned myself with that, and I figured it out, and I went straight for it.
Oh my God, that's lovely. He figured it out. You found the key.
Yeah.
And what would you say it takes to do what you do, to be what you are, and to be at a position where you feel like I figured it out?
A lot of listening.
Okay.
A lot of observing. You need to be inspired. I was inspired by Shadow. I think back in the day, we used to do a lot of gigs, but Swazi Boy had an office. That's like 15 years ago, in the times of New Year's Eve's gigs. They had an office that were doing this. We all went to university. We all graduated.
What did you do in uni?
I did social sciences.
Oh my God.
But not in the country, in Lesotho.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had been exposed, eh?
Yeah. No, I've
What did you do?
A lot.
Okay.
I've been exposed a lot. Yeah, but people like those really like inspired me. Man, I can do this. Because he wasn't a DJ. He wasn't an artist. He wasn't an MC, which is pretty much the space I was in. And then there was Jigsaw and same thing. So I spent a lot of time just around them, just trying to get it right. And then obviously I then learn. I learned from their mistakes.
Yep.
And I asked questions.
Okay.
And I listened.
Did you, just a quick question, did you know that, in 15 years, I want to be a chairman of...
No.
Yeah?
No. I think that for me...
Why were you doing it then?
That for me flew out of the window. You remember when you're job searching?
Yeah.
You get a lot of questions like, interviews. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? My life has never panned out according to my plan.
Yeah.
Literally. I would have never told you that I'm going to end up in agriculture working. I just got the call.
Yeah.
I would have never told you I'm going to work for Big Game Parks. I would have never told you in 2018 that I'm thinking of creating a Peculiar People. I was still immersed in music. I was the president of SWAMA then. There's just a lot of things that happen. Destiny for me has pretty much, directed me towards where I'm going, So yeah, for me, I think I would have never, there's really nothing I planned that I said, I just want to put this correctly. Everything that has happened in my life, I ended up, just asking God to take me where he wants me to go. Because clearly, a lot of the phone calls, a lot of my great moments, it's not something that I planned. It's just something that happened. I wouldn't have told you I was going to be president of SWAMA. We're going to put amazing awards, ceremonies, I'm gonna tour with Sands. You know what I'm saying? When Tiki broke out, you know, he was doing his own thing with Tipo and Sands. Next thing, we're touring and meeting all these amazing people. Next thing, there's COVID. You know, imagine people who made their plans in 2020 February. Everything just changed. So yeah, I think for me, it's just been a lot of connecting with God in terms of what is it, what's the purpose, and solving the problems. Solving the problems around me when no one is trying to do like what these guys have done. You know, when no one is creating you guys a platform for you guys to have conversations, you came together, created a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's for me was like, I love people that just simply go for solve the problem instead of lamenting and complaining. There's a lot of that going on out there. But some people are like, I'm hungry, let me go plant.
Do you feel like that's what is holding most young people back, the lamenting and complaining? Yeah,
absolutely. I've hanged around a lot of people. I've been in agriculture. I've been in the arts. I've been in the tourism. The people that are doing well are the people that have never really complained. Instead, they've created solutions for their problems. So it doesn't help if I come to you here and I can complain all day, and then what? You know, it's an energy thing. I mean, wellness, your thoughts, they stay with you.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, they stay with you.
What's a common trait that you see amongst, because you're good at picking people with talent, what's the common trait that you see with those people who end up really doing well?
Number one, they just don't complain.
Yeah.
They just follow their heart and create the opportunities for themselves.
So complaints normally sound like, oh, the government is doing this, or...
It's lack of accountability. It's like now you're giving the problem to someone else. So someone has to wake up in the morning and think about you. Think about it. Just think about it. What are the chances of someone else waking up in the morning and thinking about you and solving your problems and making you reach your dreams? Everyone has got a life out there, including the politicians.
Yeah. There are also people as well.
There are also people that they've also got problems that we don't know about. They've got there's parenting, there's relationships, there's sicknesses, there's a lot in this world that's going on. Every day is a new day. So I just prefer to just fill my heart with positivity and solutions. And
I love that. I love that. And that's the energy that we love in this podcast. And it resonated so much with me. I don't know if it resonated or it was just so comforting to hear you talk about how you never had a plan. You know, you started social sciences, you've been in so many industries as well, and you are here where you are right now. And it's been one of my biggest challenges mentally as well, because I always think, oh, I studied agricultural economics and then now I'm working remotely doing in property, something entirely different, and here I am with the podcast. And sometimes you're just like, it's like I'm not direction, you know, but at some point it just makes sense, and it doesn't have to make sense now, but it all builds up to something.
Everything will fall into place. The experience that I have, not a lot of people have the experience. This is how a peculiar people was born.
Yeah. Please tell us a little bit more about that. How do you come up with the name?
Okay.
How does...
No, I didn't come up with the name.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
But you know, we've always, in agriculture, we're always preaching the same gospel. Let's produce more than we can consume so that we can export.
100%.
Let's find out what we are consuming that is being imported so that we can try and close those gaps if we're importing a lot of...
To import maize.
Let's just do that. Yeah. That is the same language in agriculture. You go to tourism. Let's get people to come and visit our country. 100%. And let's also visit our country ourselves. Let's consume our own tourism experiences, our culture, who we are, music, same thing. The arts, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let's create this agency that's gonna connect local products with consumers. Everything, not just a specific sector.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. But are you focusing on commodities?
Everything.
Or Natama podcasters?
Everything. We're working on services. If you're authentic, and you're doing something that you've created your own platform, we are moving into a space where we want to monetize that and connect that with consumers.
What does it take to be a part of the Peculiar People community?
You just have to be distinct and creative and, be peculiar. There's a lot of people doing the same thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing the same things. A lot of people are consuming international brands, from music to content to everything. There's a lot of people. So we want to be with those people that are consuming local, the people that make a deliberate choice to purchase a local product ahead of an international product. Not because it's fashionable, not because everyone is wearing this big international brand. So those are the people that we work with already, that we want to work with, that are just kind of like being authentic to themselves and playing the part towards economic freedom. Let me tell you something. This is our only chance at economic dignity.
Absolutely.
We have to consume our own products. We have to produce our own products. We have to produce enough for us to start exporting. We have to substitute the imports that we can.
100%.
Yeah, there's things that we cannot produce locally. Yeah, like wheat, like apples, But let's make it a point. Let's all do it, and just make it a point. I believe it's our only chance. So that's how
I love it.
Our Peculiar People was born. So my wife actually came up with the name, and it's coming from a Bible verse.
Very right, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. It's from a Bible verse.
Is it?
1 Peter 2 verse 9, King James Version. It speaks about, read it, check it out.
Yeah, I need to read.
And then when she mentioned that to me, I was like, that's it. We're registering this thing now. We're trademarking it. We're creating a movement. That's it. Like, I didn't think, because that's who I am as well. I feel like I'm different. When everyone is moving that direction, I ask a couple of questions with people hate most of the time. And then I find that there's a community that thinks like me, that wants to see this country prosper, that is not pointing a finger at someone else, but rather just doing it from their own, where they are. I mean, we have to try.
Yeah.
We have to try. So that's how Our Peculiar People was born.
Yeah, I love what you said as well about it's our only chance at economic dignity. And what I always personally say is that local producers are I feel like they're the biggest element at backing up our economy.
Absolutely.
And also I think when they produce, they have us at heart. So manghamba nje ngiyothenga i-hair food my hair coils. Hair coils abe experiment ngale takhe nwele of which ifana nale tam works for me than L'Oreal, which bekungumlungu, somewhere lengamad.
Yeah.
So that's what I always think. Magenda jamu. Lo jamu usebenzise local products and probably has less preservatives as well. So it's much more even healthier probably. But one of the things that we hear a lot when it comes to small businesses and local businesses is the population is small. What do you think about that?
You never create something for your people.
Okay.
Yeah, you create something for the world.
Yeah.
If you create something for your people, then you'll remain the same. That's why the mindset is very important. If you're going to create something, if you're going to work on baby vegetables, you're not creating those vegetables for people in Baban. You're creating it for Woolworths chain of Nyabegis, You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset that we should have, so that when you start small, you can obviously start with the people around you, with the community around you, but always look at the bigger picture in terms of the world. One of my mentors, Mr. Kininza, always tells me, uses the example of the estate that they built at Malkens, that everyone used to say, why are you building this here? Who will stay here? Who will afford to stay here? But a year ago, it was fully booked. They're building more apartments, and that's proof that more than half of the people that stay there are internationals. So that created a market for people that wanted to come to Eswatini, and they couldn't find a place to stay. So if you think like that, even in music, I mean, if you want to make money, you have to be consumed by the whole world, especially in streaming times. If you want to, make money of any form of production, you have to produce for everyone else, not just your people. So I think that's a mindset. It also helps with the creation process. Make sure that you maintain world standards. Mm-hmm. Because once I'm creating this for Claudia and a couple of people, now the excellence would they compromise. But now I could see you're going there to fight pound for pound with L'Oreal. You will spend time with your product, with the packaging, with the marketing. You see what the beauty products in Eswatini are doing. Amazing work. Amazing work. But it means that they want to play the world game.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're not trying to, play the local game. They can turn La Mafuta Halpoma into a global product simply by just how they think, how they will package it, how they will sell it, how they will market it,
and how they will improve it probably.
Yeah, innovation plays a huge role. Yeah, in us competing with the best in the world. We've got examples, guys. We've got examples. We've got.
What's your best local product? That you like?
I have a couple.
Okay, top 3. Zoxy didn't mention me.
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spotlight.
I always want to make an example. Tiki.
Okay.
You find a lot of people saying they're trying to find the sound of Eswatini, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you see this young man from Hlangano came into the studio with the producer, sang their own language. I promise you, not a lot of young people use the word tiki in their vocab. But it's a Swati word. It blew up. People all over the world love it. You see that?
I've heard it in movies, international movies.
You see how being authentic will get you somewhere.
Yeah.
For me, I use that example because it's clear, like, the records are there for everyone to see. The figures are there. The team worked hard, but the magic was just, for me, based on the fact that he was telling his story in his own language, in his own way, not wondering what people will ask. But look what happened. Amazing. So that's a great example. I have other examples, but some of them.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna do that to you. It's all right. It's all right.
Definitely amazing product, but that's a great example because everybody consumes music.
Yep.
The happy, the sad, the sick, the healthy, the old, the young. Everyone is a consumer of musical art. So that's an excellent example. And you find people are still trying to find our sound. I'm like, what type of sound are you looking to find? We have our sound. We have a story that has been created out there by the world, not us. And people were like, yes, we love this. We're going to play this song. We're going to request this song on radio. We're going to book this guy, even though we can't even hear what he's saying. Imagine getting gigs in spaces where they don't even know the country.
I've heard
exists.
That song in a US movie. I tell you, I've heard it.
For me, that's the epitome of what we're trying to do, being authentic, making sure that you're doing what only you can be you, by the way. So nale competition authentic.
100%.
So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So another thing, do you have a criteria? First of all, do you reach out? Do you guys spot the talent and reach out to it, or the talent can also come to you? And do you have a criteria? You have to be a registered business. You have to have record keeping and da da da. And then what does a peculiar people do? Does it promote the product for you? Does it bring it closer to the consumers? You mentioned something along the lines.
Okay, yeah. Our primary focus is connecting consumers with local products.
Okay.
So we've got the big local products that exist, Likuku, SUP. I mean, those guys are already
standard.
Yeah, I mean, but then there's local producers like peanut butter producer. What we're advocating for is for people to choose local. That's it. But then we now have to create platforms where people, number one, will interact with the product. A lot of people are calling us now, but when we started 2 years ago, we literally have to follow every single Facebook, attend every single market, show up at the spaces, use the products ourselves. If you can come to my house, everything is pretty much local, besides Colgate. They're one of the stuff that you can avoid or more.
But let's figure it.
Yeah, it was deliberate. I don't say we're planning on opening a company. So you can't open a company and go out there and speak about something you don't know. Maybe the producers didn't know, like your story. You never knew me, I knew you because of what you were doing at the time. For a young, smart girl, busy with the soil. Are you still doing that, by the way?
Well, I'm now managing my mom.
Okay. But that was
gotta grow.
That was fascinating. You know how Lana, everyone, Bantu in agriculture, people think and then there was you, and you were like producing all this amazing stuff, and it's like, yo, and I knew your brother, so I got a lot of the information from him, you know. Okay. I wonder what he thought I was trying to do with that information. Because I was asking him, next tell me more. And then we finally met when you were receiving your award at the Women Farmer. But it's just being curious at who's doing what. Like this podcast, I was probably one of the first people just watch it. Just watch and watch, you know. Just so that I know what's going on, what the people that create are doing. Do we have soap? No. Let me find the soap. Who's doing jam? Who's doing this? You know, the guys in beef industry, who's doing something, but the young guys, I mean, for me, that's quite fascinating because, you know, the young guys are all about the quick buck, all about the fashion, the trend, you know, but I just get fascinated by the people that, you know, are just doing something, not because it's fashionable, not because it's easy, but because they have to. I'm a consumer who is literally listening to me.
As the consumer.
I'm the one that's buying the stuff.
Yeah.
But I never get a call for my opinion.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, okay, let's create a platform where consumers can have their voice.
Wow.
The consumers can say that I love this podcast more than that one. I'm listening to this music. Because the consumer is the one that will say, this is why I'm listening to Drake more than Grizzly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's the consumer at the end of the day. It's not the authorities, not the arts and culture, not the what. The people that get asked the question is the consumer, you know, that will say, bro, the reason why I bought a Nike t-shirt is because I can find it. Because sometimes people can't find products. They would want to support you, but they cannot find you.
Yo, I was looking for Luna and thinking they're in that beauty and cosmetic space. I go to Clicks, I don't find them. I end up buying an international product because I didn't. And then later on, someone tells me, oh, they're Pick and Pay. You know, so yeah.
So we're like, let's create the platforms. That's how we then curated the fair, the consumer fair, made in a certain consumer fair, where consumers could find all of these products.
Yeah.
We're hoping to grow, man. You know, we opened registration. We were blown away by the stuff that people are doing. Blown away. Only about, out of like 180 180 entrepreneurs. Remember the 180 entrepreneurs, but the product lines are like 500, 600.
Okay.
Like Luna, for example.
Yep.
That's one brand, but they've got this and this and this and this, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Only 4 artists registered, which means the creative people do not understand the fact that they're a business. It was Sense, it was Kole, it was Manana, it was Tobile Makoyane, and Touch of Soul. Those were the only people that were like, I want to come there, and Courtesy, and present my art to the people as an art that is made in Eswatini. That for me was shocking. But that's a story for another day.
Because lapha social media sibona ama products kakhulu.
Yeah.
I didn't know as a podcaster that I can actually.
But it's you be planning on monetizing this at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Then you have a product that you have to sell, that you have to, when there's platforms, you have to be there. Imagine being in a room full of people that are creators, not in your sector, but someone is doing jam, someone is doing juice, someone is doing peanut butter, someone is doing music, someone is doing clothing, someone is doing crafts, they're creating this amazing jewelry and accessories. I mean, there's just a lot. Someone is just a hairdresser. Someone is a barber.
A peculiar is going for everything.
But those are the people that are creating, those are the heroes, not us. Those are the heroes, but no one was really paying attention. So let's create this platform. It started, it went well. But now another thing, okay, when you're having conversations with entrepreneurs, you get the fact that they don't understand. I love this peanut butter thing, but when I ask you a question, where are you going with this? Maybe they're not sure. Do you understand that there's a competitive world? You need to understand packaging. You need to understand marketing. You need to be online. I'm looking for you online. I cannot find you. Do you understand that? That means that then we created a masterclass.
Okay.
We called it the revenue blueprint because everything in essence that I try to do and we as a peculiar people is to make sure that there has to be revenue somewhere. That's the only way we will be able to sustain ourselves. There has to be that. I mean, people are making money out there all over the world. You find that an industry is $1 billion industry, and you come to our country, people are working so hard, creating amazing stuff, but no one is paying for it.
Yeah. Oh, I think another struggle that's there, I don't know if you guys have come across it and if there's anything being done about it that I've seen other people complain about, and I think I had to experience as well, is customer service. I feel like we struggle in that area as well.
That's where we then also created a forum for consumers to say, okay, guys, listen to what the consumers want. You must understand that first, you want to sell oranges, but the consumer is like, bro, I want orange juice. I do not have time to peel. And then you say you're struggling. Your business is not working out because you're not listening to what the consumer wants. The consumer is like, hey, bro, I don't have time. I need the vitamins. I need to refresh. You do the crush.
Dirty work.
Yeah.
I'll pay.
And give me the juice and I'll make it work. That's why we created that. So then it opens eyes to a lot of people to understand that whatever you're creating at the end, if you want to make money out of it, you need to speak to where the money is.
Yep.
Where is the money? Close that gap, because you'll end up doing the same thing for years and you won't see progress because you're not paying attention to what the consumer
wants. Yeah. We got a question.
Yeah, about, like, I think people are afraid of the quality control. Like they're not sure if, like you said, with the when skipper Nike because skipper Nike is atholakala, but then again skipper Nike siyasati lokho ukuthi skipper Nike stang last. So I feel like as a Maswati sabana lokho ukuthi if we go and buy your product, we're afraid we say, is this really up to par with like you were saying, people should make products for the world. So is it at par with the world, with what we're consuming? So how do we go about the quality control of things and products?
Will it compete on the world stage?
Can it compete on the world stage? Is it worth me leaving Nike for your stuff?
Yeah, I think that's important. That's imperative for every producer to make sure that when you're producing something, you make sure you can put it next to a competing international brand, and people will have a hard time deciding. Sometimes we create things where people make it so easy for people to say, hey, so the important thing, because the quality controls are different, there's the food side of things that needs you guys, the scientists, the blah blah blah, and then there's the, like you said, clothing, the material. Find out where this material is from, how you can source it. It's important. It's very important. Once you are able to disrupt the choice of the consumer, kutsi kube lukhuni man kutsi ngithi nangikhanza ingoma ya Kendrick Lamar ngikhanze ingoma ngalana ya someone, kube lukhuni lokuthi ngimbeke eceleni lo ala kangwane, because of the quality, because of the genius, yabona, because of the work that you ever this person has put through. It's just extremely important ukuthi lo producer understand ukuthi we are all fighting for the same audiences here. You can't say buy local, give people and then you give people like what you call this of but saying out of out of guilt. No. We must be able to compete. You know what I'm saying? We must be able to say, I'm selling this. Let it be your choice, but pound for pound. Otherwise, we'll keep on,
and I feel like you guys are bringing that standard, because as you said, a peculiar people, we're looking for better, for authentic. So a peculiar but let me make my product at par as well, and compete worldwide. So that's just really good.
The heroes, the stars of the show are the products, guys, not us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've emphasized that.
Yeah. The star of the show should be the product. The product from
have you guys faced any resistance as the bridge? You're connecting the consumer with the product. Have you faced any resistance from other consumers consuming local?
Yeah. Consumers want to consume local, definitely. Yeah. But there's different challenges. Yep. There's a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
Every day and also trying to do something new means you're going to attract, a lot of, it's what we've done this year alone was a first for everyone involved, including the producers that came and sold, including the venue that we used, was the first. The voting platform that we're using right now is the first time there's a voting platform that's online. So there's going to be technical glitches, but guess what? By the time a lot of people think about these things, we would have mastered it.
Yeah.
That's why execution is important. We're entrepreneurs, that's what we do. We take the risk, make the mistakes, but learn from the mistakes. We use the criticism as data, man. There's nothing you can say to me now to make me feel like I'm not doing something right. I'll definitely listen to you, but that's data, and make sure that next time I'm the one that's going to ask how you feel, because this is what you criticized last time I saw you. But I'm the one that's going to be like, okay, this is what we've tried to do now. How do you feel about it? Is there an improvement? Nalapho, feel free to say, no, you're doing things wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to sit down with my team. We're going to figure it out. At some point, trust me, we'll master this very soon.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of people should try to do. So, I think it's just important to get things rolling. It's uphill. People are not don't have confidence in local products. Some people do.
100%.
Yeah, but
yeah, I think it's lack of confidence and accessibility as well.
Yeah,
and not knowing as well. Like I feel like they're not loud enough sometimes, and they need to be loud. Yeah, we get a question.
So what's like? Where do we put the team that makes the product? Because the product is the star of the show, but how do we now how do we go about doing it? Do we do it in a team, or are you going to do it alone?
You can't do anything alone. I'm sitting here, I work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can never, once someone feels like I'm taking credit for what I've done, it's the first mistake. Sure. You can never do something alone. There has to be a team behind. Even when it's just a single product, it could be a single bottle of juice. You need a food scientist. You need someone who's going to do your branding right. Sure. You need someone that's going to do your marketing. You need a consumer to taste and approve or say, this is not rocking. That's why I want to focus on, that's why I always say the product is the star of the show, but there's always
the supporting cast that
there's a big supporting cast. But remember, the only way we will eat is if the product is the star of the show.
Sure.
Not the marketer or the producer. Then you're not going to eat, my man. You won't eat because the product is not going to be the best. The
product is not going to move. So what we're trying to do is move the product.
If the product moves, everyone is going to eat. And if everyone eats, the hair salons, the filling stations, the schools, the private tutors, everyone is going to get paid. If I make 200K from a single gig and make sure that I spend that locally, then I have to use a local barber, which is what we try to do. I mean, which is what we try to do with our relationships with international people like Bo Kulichana, really. Let's use a local photographer. Let's go to a local barber. Let's use a local DJ. I need to take you to a shop where you'll be seen purchasing local stuff. It has to be very deliberate. Otherwise, where are we getting to? It's not going to work because we've got the best photographer here. Why are you coming with someone from Joburg like we don't have? Call Sean, do your thing. We've got a DJ, Cybers, come through, do your thing. I mean, he's never been, we've got a shop. I'm not going to take him to an Edgar's or what. I have to take him to a space where he'll find a couple of local brands. It's a very deliberate action that we do. So we do need to, but at the end of the what's dope is the product. Without product yakhe, set, but how many people have benefited out of everything? So yeah, in a nutshell, I mean, people can continue doing things the way they want to do it, but for us as a peculiar people, this is a Bible that we're carrying and we're not moving from it.
And how does perfect look like for you guys? What's the vision?
There's no perfect, but the vision is to make sure we substitute as much import as possible. That's the vision, to make sure that in the next 10 years, when you look at the figures, because these figures are public knowledge, guys. You can go to the central bank, you can go to Numbboard, you can go to the ERS. They'll show you how much we are consuming from outside and how much does it cost. At some point, a South African water company was making 150 million. Imagine. But now that's different because there are players now, Bo Viva, Bo Mlembe, that came into the game. But this data is out there. At some point, if you go, we are born with how. Just simple things like that. From art, how many Swazis literally when they want to go on vacation, they want to go and take a break, how many Swazis jump across the border? A lot. We'd see Selena Bunny, Silverstone, Big Game Parks, I'm sorry, I hate naming because I end up leaving others out. But that's it. Like you find that there's a Swazi who's been to Greece, who's been to Sandton, who's been to Durban, has never been to Hlane Royal National Park.
Yeah, that's true.
That's embarrassing.
And then another thing that happens, I don't know if you've come across it as well, is the connotation neguba shy. Do you feel like as a Maswati we are shy and it affects us when it comes to business?
Yeah, that's true, eh? That's very true. I think nalokba akusinekba shy nje nalokxolisa lide.
Oh, yeah, siyaxolisa ne? Oh, I was with someone from South Africa at a local restaurant, and then they're ordering something and they kept on making a joke about it. And you know, you're here to make sure that the buck comes in.
Yeah,
so after we go like, but we do have shrimps. A lot of our customers order shrimps, you know, that's the energy, you know, and Gukolisa and just not being resourceful and the energy as well, you know, I think it's something that we could improve at.
Absolutely.
And I come across a lot of people, you know, even when it comes to content, it's just that I doubt my content. I'm shy.
I just take it out, man. But as long as you're being authentic, man, get that content out. Some people will consume it. You never know, man. You never know. The numbers will end up numbering. That's the whole point of what we're trying to do. And so we just try to pile some pressure on the policy makers as well. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't tell policymakers ngemlomo. You need data. Yeah.
Also, that is how we influence policymakers.
If I've got data.
Yeah.
If I tell you this is how much we're importing of this commodity that we can produce here, credible data, then I have a voice, trust me.
But you know, we were both, you were a panelist, we were both at the Vusi Tempekoyo and Love Summit event, and he himself was saying he's struggling to find the data. He had to cook there and there and there.
Yeah, because this data is not, I think, so just try and find out. We have to improve that. And you need the kids, you need young people like in this room, and you need young people, give these young people an opportunity. They'll get the websites going.
Yep. Websites.
They'll get the digital vibes going. They'll get this information out there. But pay them for the service.
Exactly.
We were from generations, and when we were in high school, there were no phones, there were no social media. We had to finish varsity before there was like a Facebook. It came in as a satanic something. But now, those platforms are like youngings
we should be able to find everything online.
Yeah, use the young people to create these platforms, give them the data. They'll make it accessible to their friends, to the people around them, pay them for it. Because clearly, if people are complaining, would say I can't find this data, then clearly there's a need, Pela.
And like you said, see a need and then try to solve it.
But you can't give if Zox is sitting on that table thinking he might be able to solve it, then we have a problem. Yeah, but I'd rather get someone, young person who to him this digital thing is his life. He does not know anything else. Bring those people into a space, let them create solutions for these problems, and you'll see wonders.
100%. Yeah. And Mr. Zox, seen you around a lot with the HRH. How has it been like working with the royalty?
It's quite interesting, really. Our relationship dates back to when I was still president of SWAMA. 2018. When she agreed to patronize the arts. So that was beautiful. So we've been in touch since then. It's more of a what do I call it? We share a birthday as well. So we click. So we have a great relationship. Very, 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 but it's a serious one, eh? I always emphasize like making sure that, everything has to make sense. There must be a vision. We must see where we're going. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, there must be positivity to the direction we're taking. How how are we changing our country for the better? So yeah, she's a beautiful, very special, very special soul, very kind-hearted with a beautiful heart. Yeah. Very good friend. Yeah.
It's been really lovely to see her being engaged, as you know, sometimes we feel like, and that goes for anywhere in the world, even if it's presidents, we feel like they're there and we're here.
Yeah.
So to feel like they're also here with us, you know, and supporting this movement, as you called it, because that's what it is. It's a movement. It's really, really lovely. And I feel like it just adds all into the intention and credibility of what you are doing. So it's truly, truly lovely.
She's a big supporter as well. You know? I always tell people when I'm going to bring her, she ends up buying all of this stuff.
But now you're saying,
you must ask a couple of local brands.
Yeah.
You must ask a couple of local brands, from your Lunas to your Hlonipho juices to your Black Mambas to your crafts. She's a huge supporter of local products. Actually, she's got a great story that she told me. I mean, they're exposed to a lot of premium international brands, but once she starts using local brands, she sees the difference in terms of now the promise. You know what I'm saying? It's helping for especially the health and wellness, you know, brands, the beauty products, you know, and I think a lot of local entrepreneurs can tell you that almost every month is like a stack of stuff that we need to get for her, and she's so that's quite special. That's where we want to go. We want everyone to have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Everyone should have that mentality. Everyone should make a choice. Yabona ukuthi nangabe ukhona umlembe neviva iakwil asayibambe pass. Yabona noma ngabe kitata kangakanani, because
so I guess we all need that mentality shift as well. I have started let me start by looking at the local brands. Where are they? That mental shift. But like as we mentioned, I don't want to support you because you're Black, because you're Swati. The promise must be delivered as well. It must be good. So I guess it's a mental shift that needs to take place for everyone.
Absolutely, especially in the retail space. It's coming up perfectly. This week, I remember I saw you wrote "It's what made me smile" this week. One of the brands that won a certain consumer choice last year, Goro, was listed at all Spa outlets. That was beautiful to see. Pick and Pay is also doing a lot. It's going to create like if you walk into any Pick and Pay now, especially Lambaban, aisle here made in Eswatini. You must notice that. That's great.
That's fantastic.
That's super dope. That means now they've opened the door for where the local products, where the Swaz is who's doing what. But there are processes, you know what I'm saying? They will tell you need to.
But Labon need to, they're good because
it's a must.
It brings your product to. For me personally, I wish to see more of that in the, what do they call it? Is it apparel industry? Order online, because there's been a lot of instances where people also order online and then it doesn't get delivered. So so mangaba nale comfort nje yokuthi ngiyangena Mr. Price ikhona lapha isection yabona or wherever, just like you said,
the conversation is robust. It's happening behind the scenes. In a big way.
Love it.
So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there sooner or later. But just as lapha would say, the quality pela.
But I feel like it's there. I feel like it's there. The couple of
really dope,
really, really good clothing lines that I feel like they're good.
That's
siyangena nala titoro ukhanza usinale product ayikho at par, uyathenga le store ngengisisho kubuye nje kurane kube njani siyathe na local. I feel like we need to start there even when it comes to local. Let's support the mediocre until they get there.
Nangabe mediocre ungakuthenga.
It's like him as a consumer. But what if I afford mediocre? Phela mediocre uba affordable as well.
But that's what the Chinese have done, to give you quality at very affordable rates. It's because they're able to produce volumes.
Yeah, economies of scale.
Yeah, so that's where we must also get to. As long as we're able to produce volumes and not just our computer with the rest of the world. But Maswati now just I understand it. Product is pop. It must be if it's pop, man, it's giving you an opportunity to work on it, improve it.
Tell me what's pop.
Yeah, how do I do this? Yeah, maybe work on the scent. Yeah, the scent. Ask around, good say, there's a lot you can do if you just open your mind to learning
100%.
and improving. Yeah.
Yep. Zazazal?
Some people actually be hating on your product for no reason.
Be hating.
Yeah.
Haters.
But but not good to the product, it's not good. Some of them just find the reason to.
Angle mindset. Mindset. Angle mindset like for to see change. I think it's important to have, like I was telling you that other day, is that people act on. People are not peculiar.
Yes,
people follow crowds. So what we want to see is everyone backing up Zazazel. Like it's important that parents, kids, and everyone see, hey, who's this? What's this movement? Seeing every one of your friends backing you up, because that's what people end up doing. Now you create something lana yabona ne prayer cause ya computer na say this computer sort fana batobona ukuthi look at what these Motswako guys are doing, guys. These guys Motswako, they're so inspirational because they're so together. Even in Joburg, they spend time together. By community nabo labafana nathi. Uyabona banelive labo nalo, speak the same culture, language, what. But when they're in Joburg and when the opportunities arise, they are so tight knit. If we can just work on that as a Maswati, we are lacking lapo. Just come together and just how can I help you? How can let's support each other? Because simply this is where the mindset is, and we have to work on that. At least you guys, the younger generation, man, you have to change this. Honestly, we cannot, I'm going to repeat, this is our only shot at economic freedom if we support each other. The Jews have shown us, the Indians are doing it. We have success stories that we can point, even better, and do the same thing. And we still crowd their spaces and give them our cash.
And it actually shows who's in this business, because they do come here and make things happen.
It means there's a gap. Yeah, that's what we must try and substitute the making sure that we look at the numbers, we look at what we are consuming, and then we produce that where we can.
But another thing that you mentioned the word being patriotic. Yeah, right. I think that's the other thing. We have to be, because then we'll support local. Because I feel like South Africans are like that. That's why they'll listen to their music first. They'll wear their own brands.
I think
they'll just
my personal experience, it's a culture. It's a culture. I think now I'm going to Facebook. I've got a lot of Facebook friends in Lesotho. I'm fluent. I spend a lot of time with
Abu.
Haul.
Okay.
So noma baxoxa kubo Facebook bona bakhuluma ngale language yabo. Yabona ngathi abakhuluma isiNgisi. And kangangoba you would think that Abasati, and they're very well educated.
No,
sengikhuluma ngeculture nje ukuthi sesende uyabona nawto uyabona ne opportunity.
Yes. Even if you have a party, play Swazi music.
Yeah. I mean, you can handle an hour. DJ, you mean you can handle a nice hour of local
dope?
Yeah. even if it's classics, but
we
local.
can. We can. I actually had a conversation with Bebesh about that.
Yeah,
we should try implementing something like that.
Yeah.
Or just strictly
percentage.
Yeah.
We'll see. 50% dedicated to work.
Yeah, because currently it's looking rough. I'm not gonna
know.
It's looking rough.
Yeah, but we can try. I mean, it's cool. DJ culture for us, the DJs back in our times were the ones that were introducing music to us. It was up to them which song is going to be big.
Yeah.
It was up to the radio DJs. And now it's different to the internet. But it just goes to show, if you have a community of people that sit down and have a proper plan, would say, let's make this song big and come together, it can happen. It plays on radio every day. Everyone is playing it. Caller tunes, you name it. Ringtones. Everyone is TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Then simply because, not because you're a big fan of that, but simply because the song is just ringing in your ears, If you can just adopt that mentality, we can go really far.
Yeah. So, competition no trend what local product can you show me that you have?
Yeah.
That when it needs to go. What local thing are you listening to? Are you consuming?
Right
are you
now.
wearing? Are you using? And that's how it should be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I feel like for me, what a peculiar people has done for me, I feel like it has impacted me. I'm seeing it. Instagram a peculiar people. Scoops and Googles awards a peculiar people.
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice.
Yeah.
And we're at the summit as well. There were local products. Taste that smash back. I think that's
yeah.
But it's totally
I think that's one of the first conversation I had with them. Would see if I'm gonna get a call, I'm coming to participate. What are the people getting out of it? Because I don't want to be there drinking. Yeah. No, because we because it's because we've got high premium quality competition.
Yeah.
Yabona labanye khona ba products okathi vele
ayangiphumi lana because two parties
but akhona ma products lapho
khona placing le product ingaba senhlangano maybe safit enhlangano but lamba bane vele maybe sitawusebenzisa placing
I think also with the local products, it would be very interesting for the local brands to collaborate with local creators. Well as just by showing off the product, even we're gonna get used to it. We're gonna get used to saying, okay, we don't buy this anymore. This is what we consume as local artists. Just like Viva. If Viva nje kustory ayikhanza nje secela kwelanga yabona nomuntu usayinatha kuphi kuphi. We need more of that. We need more of that within the content creators.
Yeah, it's in your face. Yeah. It's available.
Yeah. I think that goes for the producers as well. Yes, I do want to support local, but put it on my face. Make sure I can't miss it. Instagram, let me find it there. I love HCS Honey Child Style. She's there, she's doing it. Luna is doing it. We're seeing them. So that's very important. And the quality is at par. So shout out and big ups to those guys. You've mentioned a lot, just before we wrap up, you've mentioned a lot with Mindset Wellness. I'm just curious, Uzi, are you that type of guy, nah? You're doing those things, huh? Do you meditate, eh? Do you listen to podcasts? What's going on?
We've got the best in the world in that regard.
Okay.
Don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Even Snoop Dogg can tell you. So I mean, like, why? I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Just before we wrap up, a few things. Do you have a favorite book? What's your favorite book? Do you even read books?
Yes, I do have a favorite book. It's the Bible.
Okay. Okay. That's a fair answer. It's good. It's complete. Doesn't need explanations.
Yeah.
I mean, a peculiar people's from a Bible verse. So it surfaces. Okay. Favorite food?
Yes. Meat, pork, and then pasta. Like good, really good, dope pasta. I love pasta. Local.
Good one,
meat,
team.
pork,
Good one, team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
And but I mean, there's nothing wrong with. I love Mexican food. I love this, but I mean, I just love crispy pork, ne? So you can go with anything.
Yeah.
So this is my taste.
Yes.
But I'm not a big fan of pap.
Yeah.
No, not in a bad way. Yeah, even if I'm having a braai, I prefer it with salad. Yeah, but me, personal. Yeah, but there's something wrong with that. You know, I'm just being honest. Yeah.
I'm not gonna fault you. And this is like daily. They're doing amazing things with local cuisines. She can make a local pasta and you'll still love pasta and you will have it.
Yeah. With those local ingredients, sourced everything. What we should source locally, but some things we can't get everything.
And sometimes I think we can take international and localize it with the innovation, as
Absolutely.
they say. I mean, Nelly Swateli is doing amazing. Ngaka, ngamandwandwe, cheesecaking, ngamaganu.
I mean,
that's what we're talking about.
But with such innovation, with just mixing, how you put the plate together, end up eating a pizza with all of these things, not even knowing that.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, 100%. Trim collaboration?
In what?
You're involved
business.
in a lot of things.
Hey, me, I think right now I'm living my dream. I just want to get to a place where, in terms of local products, we all just create like an insane movement. We're raising funds to work on a commercial now, a buy local commercial. So I'd really, really appreciate to work with the best in the game. I'm not in film, I'm not in AV, but like, I would really love to collaborate with some insane creatives to create a mind-blowing buy local campaign that will compete, that will actually disrupt, advertising in the world in terms of who we are, what we sell, our product, our services, ourselves. I really, really, really want to collaborate with some dope agency.
And we do have.
To come up with something really dope, something that, will just change the game. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And if a peculiar people would have a billboard, what would it say?
Buy local. Yeah. Being authentic is a currency. So let's just be ourselves. Let's be who we are and choose local. Let's choose ourselves first and foremost in all spheres. Let's just choose another Swazi, another Swazi product. Definitely buy local. Just buy Swazi products made in Eswatini. That billboard,
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, the creatives would have to work.
But that's what their copywriting. But you would have said buy local. I see.
The creatives, man, I love.
They
working.
do the most.
And I love working with people that think out of the box.
But I feel like we are making a movement on social media. Each time again, whether it's tourism, I feel like we're making a movement, and it's so beautiful to witness.
We are.
Yeah. Anything that you are cooking that you'd love our audience to know about, or you did say that to create a commercial.
Yeah. That's in the pipeline. Actually, we've collaborated with Favorite. I don't know if you've heard of Favorite Design. He does like some really dope art pieces, furniture and stuff.
Okay. Ukonaga Instagram.
Yeah. Go to Favorite Design. he won an award last year. He's just creating this monumental centerpiece, which we hope to auction and raise some funds. It's just amazing. We've partnered with Eswatini auctioners. You need to get the real deal, the real people to come and so we've got awards this coming Friday. You guys are invited. Just show up there by Brackenhill.
Which one is it?
Favorite house design studio. You see, this is stuff. And then you can go to favorite SZ. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
got social media. Yeah, it's really dope. Really, really dope.
Yeah.
It's just creating something great. And
okay. Shout out to favorite house design studio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's one of many great young people doing great things. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lovely. And is there any ending remarks that you'd like to share with our lovely audience?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here. I'm not much of a speaker, but I like doing things, and I appreciate being in the space where people are creating and doing their own things as well. I'm a big fan of people like yourself and the team here, and just keep on doing what you do. And very soon, the paper will start papering.
Yeah. 100%.
Very soon.
We gotta bag it. Yeah. Zox, we also appreciate your presence today. We've learned a lot. You've updated us on what is happening on the actual ground, and we hope that this message will reach out to as many people as possible, because that guarantees that as many people as possible are going to start consuming local.
It's a must.
So we'd also like to encourage you to keep the good fight going. Yeah,
definitely. We've set up a couple of websites: madeineswatini.africa, madeineswatini.store, madeineswatini.co.sz. We'll be launching pretty soon. There's amazing portals where you'll be able to find each and every amazing offering that Eswatini has, from culture to tourism to services to beauty products to food to fashion, you name it, everything. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Please have all of those websites on your LinkedIn as well, because some of us
we haven't launched yet.
Once done.
Once we've launched, then
we will know.
You will definitely. You'll definitely.
Yeah. Amazing. And people can follow you on your social media platforms.
Sure. Melusi Zox, and then follow a peculiar people on Instagram, a peculiar people's person on Facebook, a peculiar space on TikTok. But the rest of the creative team handles that, not me.
Okay.
So I mean, I just try, because you'll get left behind.
Yeah. Mina ngivanga sothi ngi-social media manager nje.
When the papers are papering, we have to create opportunities, man. Like, get a nice young guy. VT was telling me, because the social media is managed by a young guy that has never even met.
From Russia?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
100%.
Jwale ha o sheba wena o bona nkare o ketsalang ka hara dinaha tse o tsa Lesotho le Swaziland o etsa le ntho e mmoja ka.
It's my show.
Guys alang
ka via entertainment kapo ntho engwe le ngwe ketsahala.
Go re kopane
fela.
Yeah.
They are showing off. They are showing off. Okay, Batong. Ke kopa gore re kopane mong on the next episode.
No, you're good. But your Sutu is Joburg Sutu.
No.
It's
I go to Lesotho.
Oh yeah. No, that's dope.
That's
it's gonna sound Joburg because swag.
Yeah, true.
Okay, all right. Can I please wrap up my show? It's still my show. I'm still the lady of the hour, okay? Awa. Halebua. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us once again on this episode. Make sure to share it with your friends, with family, and make sure to support local. Make sure to follow Melusi Zox. Let me know on his social media platforms, and a peculiar people. Make sure to follow me, Claudia Boana, on my social media platforms as well. And follow TFE Network, that is doing the a peculiar work behind making sure that you get these kinds of episodes. And make sure to comment, and you can also rate this show on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Let us know how it was. Otherwise, looking forward to you tuning in on the next episode. With love.
Siyabonga nalaba one ma master.
Oh, thank you so much, Nkosi.
Thank you.